Chappell Roan, you need to fix this. It's not fine and it's not cool.
Chappell Roan is such a joke. How are you going to sit here and give a Grammy speech about artists getting paid fair wages and compensating artists fairly for their work, and then your stylist reaches out to a nail tech for a free set of nails for you to wear to the Grammys? Make it make sense.
Imagine being known for your bold, iconic nails, only for your own team to get accused of trying to score them for free. Yep, we're talking about Chappell Roan, a viral Grammy speech about fair pay, and a nail tech who said, nope, exposure doesn't pay the bills. Let's get into it. But first, let's hear this Grammy speech.
I would demand that labels and the industry profiting millions of dollars off of artists would offer a livable wage and health care, especially to developing artists. I got signed as a minor, and when I got dropped, I had 0 job experience under my belt, and like most people, I had a difficult time finding a job in the pandemic and could not afford health insurance. It was so devastating to feel so committed to my art and feel so betrayed by the system. Record labels need to treat their artists as valuable employees with a livable wage and health insurance and protection. Labels, we got you, but do you got us?
Chappell Roan is no stranger to controversy, but who would have guessed we'd be talking about nail drama? It all started when Holly, better known as Holly with the good nails, shared an email she got from one of Chappell's stylists. And what was the ask? Free custom press-on nails in exchange for exposure. No payment, just the promise of a tag or two on Instagram. Hello, team. Hope you are having a nice week. I am reaching out on behalf of Chappell Roan and her stylist, Genesis Webb. Chappell and her band are starting their next headline tour May 17th, and we would love to feature your nails on stage. We are interested in some of your press on nail sets for Chappell. We were wondering if you would gift any sets for tagging and credit. Last tour was covered by Vogue and Nylon, so we expect press. In the recent projects we have worked on together, the overall theatrics of the costumes are at the center point of performances. It is going to be a fun thematic tour, and I hope we can work with you now and into the future. Please let me know, and thank you so much in advance. And Holly? She wasn't having it. She posted her reply, politely but firmly saying, exposure doesn't pay the bills, which, let's be real, every single nail tech felt deep in their soul, because we all know how much time, money, and skill goes into a set like that.
Holly recently posted this to her IG story. She writes, I find it ironic that Chappell Roan called for livable wages for artists at the Grammys, but didn't want to pay for multiple nail sets and giving only 2 days notice to create them. That exposure would be the payment. Strange. She then posts the screenshot of an email that's titled Chappell Roan Tour Nails. Holly then posts a screenshot of her response declining the offer. She writes, while I'm flattered by the offer to feature my nail sets, I must clarify I don't provide nails for exposure. As an artist, I value fair compensation for my work. Holly also says that a 2-day time frame is not enough time for her to fulfill their request to the best of her ability. In the following story, she writes, moral of the story, pay your artist their worth regardless. Free nails are never free. We spend hours and hours on our craft and exposure pays 0 bills. We deserve to be paid too. Holly posted a follow-up story thanking everyone in her DMs for showing support and says that it's okay to say no to big opportunities that don't serve you. Not me commenting on nail drama when my nails look like this, but I feel like Holly could have made her point without dragging Chappell.
So did anybody actually read the email? Like, actually read it? It's in big letters. Hello. Do we see it? Do we see it? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. Chappell Roan. Oh, I don't know. I think that we can get over this. I think she was scammed.
Oh, but she wasn't. The email was real. Once Holly put it out there, the internet ran with it. TikTok creators were making videos. Reddit was having a field day, and everyone was pointing out the irony of Chappell's team asking for free nails when she had just gone viral for speaking up about fair pay for artists. Like, how does that even line up?
Chappell Roan is such a joke. How are you going to sit here and give a Grammy speech about artists getting paid fair wages and compensating artists fairly for their work, and then your stylist reaches out to a nail tech for a free set of nails for you to wear to the Grammys? Make it make sense, because I don't like that. I think that nails, although are a very important part of the outfit, don't get a lot of publicity. They really don't. Like, we're looking at the dress, second, who did their makeup, 3, I guess, the hair. Like, nails are very low on the totem pole of the focal point of the outfit. I've never seen a Grammy look and been like, oh my god, the nails, I need to find out who did these nails. And like, how much exposure can a set of nails really get on the red carpet? Best case scenario, I find out who did the nails and I just give them a follow. They probably don't live in the city that I live in. I'll never get my nails done with them. I will simply just observe their work through the internet. So like, what have they gained from that? Nothing.
So I've seen a lot of discourse about Chappell Roan and her whole nail artist situation, and I would like to offer some perspective as a wardrobe stylist myself. I definitely think it's a little unfair for people to be calling Chappell a hypocrite just because I don't think she is the one directly managing the budget when it comes to her wardrobe accommodation. And when it comes to these like finalized stylistic decisions, it's always up to the wardrobe stylist to be able to manage the budget properly and allocate accordingly. If anyone is to be blamed on Chappell's side, I would say it's more of whoever is like providing the budgets for these projects. There's either a discrepancy in like how much budget is being provided for the stylist to be able to achieve whatever look that Chappell wants, or the stylist just had like issues properly budgeting for every single category of wardrobe. Like she might have under budgeted for like making custom accessories like the hat, and then now doesn't have enough budget to do nails. And then another really shady alternative, not saying that her stylist did this, but sometimes when a stylist gets like an all-in rate and budget, they'll try to like save as much as they can for themselves, which means they're going to try to source as many free services as they can so that they can save that money for themselves so that they can get paid more. Like I totally understand like whoever you hire and whoever's closely on your team can be a huge reflection of who you are, but specifically for this, like I don't know if the stylist has a retainer with Chappell or like how their specific contract agreements works or how much Chappell is involved, so I don't think it's fair to like directly criticize her.
No! Why am I seeing on my For You page that Chappell Roan is being cancelled? I love your music! Chappell Roan! Chappell Roan, you need to fix this. It's not fine, and it's not cool. It's fine. It's not cool. Fix it now! Fix it, please. Only if you want to. I don't even care that much.
And now I go to my doctor's appointment like I didn't just have a mental breakdown. See ya.
Then, of course, we heard from the stylist herself. Genesis, at GenesisWBB on Instagram, clapped back with her own posts, explaining her side of things.
Genesis posted this to her story yesterday. You can pause or screenshot to read the whole thing. But someone asked her, what is some niche advice on how to get into the industry? Everyone is too general, lol. She responded with work for free. If you think that you are too good to work for free, then you will never realize what this is actually about. And listed all the things she compromised when she was working for free because she believed in herself. And at the end writes, good time to post this again. In a subsequent story, it seems like she's directing this to Holly without naming any names. Genesis says, hi everyone, welcome to the industry. Are you new here? Seems so. In this field, people work harder than what they get paid for because they believe in something. Just because someone seems famous, it doesn't mean they have ample amount of money to spend. You all would be floored if you knew how much budget I had last year for projects. If you don't work in the industry and don't understand how it works, then you probably shouldn't be speaking on anything because you're uninformed. You definitely shouldn't be harassing people on my team who, by the way, were interning at the time, meaning working, that's right, for free. I am sorry you missed your opportunity because you didn't see the vision that other artists who worked with us did. Enjoy your 5 seconds of feeling. I have had 103 fever for 3 days. If you'd like to tit for tat me, I don't really think you do.
Exposure can sometimes open doors, but it's not going to pay for your supplies or your rent. And that's exactly why this hits such a nerve. The part that gets me is that nails are such a big part of Chappell's whole look. She's known for her bold, colorful sets. You'd think her team of all people would understand the artistry and value that goes into creating them.
Everybody stop screaming. Yes, of course we're going to talk about Chappell Roan's nails. I especially love how her nails are an extension of her clothing. It makes it a full, thought-out work of art. Chef's kiss.
The best part of Chappell Roan on SNL wasn't just the performances. It was the nails and the beauty looks. And we have these honey gingham nails. This was for her second performance of her new single, The Giver. I'm obsessed with these. I think between the two, I prefer this look.
I'm getting Chappell Roan inspired nails. I'm just kidding, I'm actually getting these ones. These ones are a little more my vibe. These Hailey Bieber nails were some of my favorite nails I've ever had. I'm kind of sad to take them off. I always get so stressed out picking a color because I'm like, what if when it's on my hand, it doesn't look like the photo? But I did notice that Hailey Bieber low-key has the exact same color nails on right now with the chrome. So it's kind of a double slay. I went a little too short, but they still look really similar.
So, what do you think? Did Chappell's team completely miss the mark here? Or was this just a big misunderstanding? And how do you feel about exchanging services for exposure? Is it ever worth it? Or is it just a way of undervaluing people's work? Let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to check out my community tab. The final viewer's choice poll is live, so go cast your vote and help decide the next video.